Hi darlings, I'm going to show you how to go from this to so today I wanted to do an easy 10-minute dewy summer look because summer is coming, and or actually it is technically like here, and now that it's here I'm starting to change a little bit of my makeup. I'm trying some new products. So this one today is featuring Saie. So I know it is pretty popular already, but I was in Sephora recently when I did some microdermabrasion. My son had a graduation and I wasn't supposed to really wear makeup. My spare time is so limited, I was like, you know what, I gotta just do it. So I did the micro in the morning, went to his promotion in the afternoon, and I used this. And I found it was really pretty, was giving me that dew that I liked. I have tweaked it because I've used it again. I used it at a baby shower more recently. And I find what works best with it and the things you probably shouldn't use in conjunction. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I already did my eyebrows and yeah, and my skincare. Basically that's it. I haven't done anything else. So I thought first let's do, actually we're just gonna do the Saie. And I picked this up in the 4.5. I found that this matched really well with like my shoulders because my skin, I wanted to match like the rest of my body. So what I found best with this one, actually, I just do like maybe a pump or two and I just rub it into my skin. I know it seems too easy, but this is technically a moisturizer, a tinted moisturizer. It's got SPF. Now I do use a secondary SPF already in my skincare, so this is like on top of it. And do you have to do that? No, not necessarily. And when I initially tried this with my son's promotion, I put on my Dior primer, in the white bottle, and I found that we were in an auditorium, okay, and it was like a 3-hour situation, and we're locked in auditorium, well over like 300 people, and at the end of the day, I was especially greasy looking. Like I had powdered, like double powdered, because I knew it was a dewier finish. I put a primer on to try and, you know, keep all the makeup in place. But I found that I'm going to show you some tricks to make your skin not look so dewy. So it's hard to find that balance between dewy, straight looking oily versus a slight dew looking healthy glow. And I think I found a good balance since I've tried them in 2 different settings, one outdoors, one indoors, but also mixing it with things other than just creams as well, because prior to I used all my cream blushes, all my cream highlighters, and that was a little excessive for this particular product. With this, it's good to blend outers in between your creams because I feel like it helps reduce the overall shininess that you end up having with this specifically. Still love the product though. Let's now do my SUBLIMAGE concealer with my Clé de Peau concealer brush, which you know I love. So yeah, I just found, and I'm just gonna do like a little dab, I just found the best tricks, but I really wanted a tinted moisturizer. Right now, I can just obviously use my tinted sunscreen and that would be sufficient. But if you want a little more coverage, and when we go to the beach, I want just a little more something. You know, when we go to those warmer places, like we have a trip to Nevada planned, and you know, it's going to be really hot, really humid, and I'd like to have a skincare routine that is really fuss-free. And so that is what really prompted this video, because it needs to be quick, it needs to be light, it needs to be pretty, and almost effortless looking. And I felt like what I was able to achieve most recently was very effortless. Okay, so now we have the concealer on, okay, and I put it all in the places that I typically need a little help. So there's that. I love the new Dior Amber Pearl, and so I'm going to use just use these two shades here to give myself that, like, you know, my eye but a little better look. And I want to keep this really easy, so, you know, 10 minutes. I'm going to use a little softer of a brush. So now I have the Refer 15. That other one is a MAC brush. It's a pretty old brush, but the bristles are kind of coarse. So I wanted something a little softer. Okay. Put a little bit of just the deeper colors. I'm going to use that little brown. I kind of like this one. It gives a little bit of something, something. So I like to do that underneath. But it does give a little more dimension, which I like. Because there's something about doing the under eye as well that just really helps. And I'm going to take that brown color and just bring that over top, underneath, sorry, bring it in the corner and a little bit above. Just going to give it a little more oomph. That's why I love this palette. Like, even though the brown, like when I did the review, you know, it kind of disappears into the overall look. I don't mind that because they all blend so nicely together. I'm going to take these little brushes that come with it. I'm going to take this here shade here. Just going to put it in the inner corner to brighten up the overall eye appearance. That's it, okay? I'm gonna do the rest of the face before I finish my eyeliner and mascara. So next what I'll do is I'll use my favorite Dior Backstage in 3 Neutral powder. I just really love this powder. I feel like of all the powders, this is the one that matches the best. It stays the longest. It gives a nice overall just look. I really love this powder. It's my favorite by far of all the powders I've tried. And I'm not a big powder person, but this is my favorite. Even of the Chantecaille and the Charlotte Tilbury I have talked about on this channel, this one is my favorite. And so the next thing, I decided to use the Bronze Dawn Pat McGrath Lab bronzer because I want to give just ever so subtle bronze look, and this one is so perfect for that. So I'm going to just tap it on my cheeks, and you see it gives just a hint of color. That's what I love about this one. It is a nice light wash of color, but it's color nonetheless, and it is ever so present. Love it. If you don't want to do too much, you don't look too bronze, you just want an easy breezy look, this is your jam. Love this color. Put it a little down here, and yeah, I like it. Perfect. That was it. That's our bronze. Now I did purchase one more Saie product, which I have to say, I love this one. I love it. I tried it in Sephora and I was like, yes. So this is the Saie Chili color, and it is a lip and cheek product. And of all the colors, this was my favorite. So what I do, right, so I'll put a little here. It is a blush too, love it. We're going to use the same applicator to just tap a few dots on the cheek. Okay, so about 4. And I find that just tapping it in is the best. And look at this radiance. It is so So pretty. I love this. I'm so tempted to try more of the colors because I love this one so much. I just feel like it is everything I'm asking it to be. Liquid, but it feels like a liquid that has a little more staying power. Not quite gel consistency. Like I said, good staying power. So pretty. It takes minimal effort. So I just cleaned it up. I put a little more of the Saie on a brush and I just kind of went over the areas that I kind of wanted to, you know, or not have that color all throughout. But as you can see, so pretty, right? It gives a nice healthy look to the skin. And on the lips, it feels so comfortable. Yes, I did put it over top of the Dior that I had already. So to be fair, let me just take that off. Lips are bare. Let me show you. So as you can see, still so pretty. Now, of course, if you want to add that juicy, you can add the lip oil, and I have it in Cherry, of course. I love this color. So this is the look. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is finish my makeup, and I'm going to show you this completed look. How easy was this? So I always have to kind of look over everything as I'm applying my other makeup things. Okay, so I applied my liner, my mascara, and a little bit of the Chanel 73 underneath. This is one of my favorite under eye liners, which I have talked about in the past. This is, I'll link it if it's still available, sorry. It's Or Rose, and it's number 72 actually. But it is the prettiest, like, I want to say not coral pink necessarily. It's like a peachy color, just a nice inner sheen. Works so perfectly. The Amber Pearl palette, and just in general if you want to under eye highlight, it's so nice. I also had to assess. Now the thing about this is that it does separate a little on your skin. I don't know if when I was showing it you saw little patches there. So what I did do is, I forgot because it's been a little while since I actually used this product. You can use any pink blush of choice. I chose the Chanel de Fantasy, and what I did is I just took a little here and I put it over top just to fill in those gaps, because it does kind of separate a little. And like I told you, it also needs a little bit of a powder to set these overall products. So I apologize that I did not demo it, but that is what I did. I also went in, just so you know, I went in and I wanted to look. You have to look and see the little finishing touches that things need. And I took a little bit of this color here. I wet my brush and put it on the inner corner here, so that it gave a little more of a subtle pop there. And then of course, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, which I love. It's got a beautiful fragrance, nice rosy, just makes you feel so fresh, and it finishes the look. And I topped it off with what I started off with, which was the Dior Glow Oil in Cherry. So that is this completed look, guys. I hope this helped. I was trying so hard to find something that I not only would use, but something so easy for you, because we don't all want to spend 20 to 30 minutes every day on our makeup, which most times I'm happy to do, but sometimes I don't. And for summer, this is it, okay? So anyway, I found so many uses, and I'm so glad I learned how to use these products, and I hope this helped you also use these products. This is my easy summer glowy 10-minute look and under look, and I hope this helped, darlings. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful week, and I'll catch you in the next one.